but down to 20. He's going to think better of hanging around in lobbies. And Taras fills his position with the MAC-10. They'll even swap guns. And now they know they're up against these pistols. So the biggest thing they want to avoid is Alicia's AUG, and likely to be in a swing position. Ooh, okay, this is an off angle.
Yeah, it is an off angle. Simple demonstrated its power recently, and you can see that as soon as they walk past that blue box, their head is visible to Alicia's AUG. He's got the weapon for the job. Smoke's flying through the sky.
He can't stand up right now. They're in the open too much. He'll just get peppered. He needs to get a really good timing on this.
He almost wants to catch them as they're committing elsewhere. No scope. He just shoots from the hip. That weapon is so hard to obtain. Keith does get caught. Oh. What a chance for Stewie. Body shots into Tabson. Converts, and now just Searson and Tizian. The Big Clan boys are divided. One lobby, one deep into warehouse with the bomb. Stewie, if he could just survive, wait it out. He is being hunted by Tizian. Clean from Tizian, very nice. He's taken down the threat on main.
30 seconds.
Bomb on Searson, don't forget that. He's trying to sneak and miss. Tucks him in tightly. Time-sensitive mission now for Tizian. What are you supposed to do with 15 seconds? Get that bomb down if you can. Oh, he commits to the spray now. Low. 6 for Tizian. Finally, he goes down. Takes damage from every single member of the Liquid squad, but they recover what they can and put the 6th on the board here for their CT. Nuke.
I don't understand how they win around like that. They really should not be winning this. And that's all with the Leash just playing the odd job spot, right? Up and over the top of warehouse, and then the Deagle kills just follow. It's like Big forgot there are other players after they eliminated the biggest gun. Some nice shots from Twist helped, but that's one that they should have been winning, and now they've taken themselves a timeout. This is the second one used from Big so far, and they were looking good to potentially take this half, I would say close to double digits. Now the best they can manage is 9-6, and probably not even the case, because Big, their money's in Squalor, and every time I seem to say this, the other team bounces back with the round win. So we might have to see how they choose to invest here. But they only get 1,900 into the next round. So either way, they're between a bit of a rock and a hard place as far as their buys are concerned. Whereas Liquid have been able to stabilize a little bit. I feel like Big have to play this one conservatively just to give them a chance to at least walk away with the win on the half, that being the 8 rounds. Tabson into a flash, so maybe they just want to work on some space, see if they can drop that bomb down the vent, maybe try and get it fast yard down secret. But either way, it is really just 5 Glocks and 1 flashbang.
Doesn't get much more conservative than that. How good of a flash can it be? Tabson. Oh, he's lost a teammate before he can throw out the God flash. And I think Elige is in such a prime position to do more. He will.
Oh, now if you're being run down, Grim to the rescue.
And they'll do that. 1 HP to spare. Nav keeps everything, and so to Liquid. That will be at 7. 7-7 to win the half, though, as you already highlighted. Big Clan buying conservatively in the previous so as to look to win the half here. Still not going to be dreamy. That's a Galil for Zatara. They're the same.
Yeah, and they need utility, right? Because you want to try and make space. Searson's actually gone glass cannon. And this is for going into the second half, at least with the slightest of edges, mind you. Double mollies towards main. Aggressive play towards yard from Alicia. Tizian doing exactly what we've seen him do time and time again, but they're straight to top.
This is big, and Twist is there. Twist is there in a big way. From the Raptors, a double kill. Stewie unable to contribute. Naf has, though. And so early into the piece, there's still 90 seconds of play ahead of us. And we're into a 3v1. Alicia's in lobby as a CT, and he finishes it just like that. That's the slightest of leads. Liquid 8, Big Clan 7. They're already 1-0 up. And now it's time to see how Big Clan's defense shapes up on their map pick.
I don't have.
I have low FPS.
So
but
Molotov
fine.
shot.
I block Monster.
I block Monster, lass mich. Ich weiß, wie die spielen.
I will spam them soon. Two guys dead. Outdoor, outdoor.
So,
Is out.
it's outdoor. Outdoor. Last shot coming. Shot.
Nice.
He's up, he's
Okay.
close.
Where? No! Are you kidding me, man?
Go on, John Bay. I bring out the
That's
Doomhammer.
easy. Du musst die einmal flashen, dann ist der Execute kaputt. Dann laufen die nicht mehr so, wie sie sollen.
Full blind.
I reload. One outdoor.
Out,
Bridge. Bridge. On site.
Brother, this is disgusting, really.
Back into the fray then. We are back with Team Liquid versus Big Clan. Myself and Chad Birchall hanging out.
Hello.
Just getting all of my texts set up and we're ready to continue the broadcast. Liquid, the slightest of edges coming into their T-pistol. Hopes are high.
Inseparable, Alex.
Dualies for Keto, and I don't mind those, especially here on Nuke CT's side. You can pepper them with your ridiculous 30 bullet clip. Oh, Dizian. Hands out, a haircut, twist, given a trim. Naf does trade. Captain with some aggression into lobby, and that's the
They're
bomb
still fighting.
Oh, what was that? Alicia's tried to close the gap as fast as he could, and it cost him his life. Keto, Keto,
Okay.
happy with those dualies.
Oh,
That's the first.
This is where it's going to get really tough for Liquid, right? Now, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. Stewie with those mouse issues is the in-game leader of this team. He's the one who needs to keep his head cool. If he's flustered whatsoever, and on the T side, things get tight, things get close, someone forgets a smoke, they lose a clutch round, and they're starting to be accidental knives leaving spawn, things might really start to spiral out of control for Team Liquid. They're not out of the woods just yet, even after a pretty decent first half, and now they'll be taking a save round going into the second round here. Deagle for Naf. Lots of MP9s in play, 2 M4s for Big, and okay, the one Deagle immediately finding impact. Naf tries to do his best. It's a Hail Mary from downtown. Tabson mopping up the mess that has fallen since Sirius's death. Just taking shots at this Deagle, get everyone's grubby mitts on it.
You're familiar with the term hot potato. This is the hot Deagle strat.
I think we saw a round with Astralis, Alex, when we were casting a tournament probably not that long ago, where all 5 of them managed to touch the one upgraded pistol I think they had.
Yeah, they just kept running and picking it up and dying. I remember round red container.
I'm sure they were having fun with it.
Yeah. It's quite a viable strategy. You've got to get most use out of that $700 investment. Everyone gets a go.
All right. Well, it looks like they're trying their luck over towards ramp now. If Centaurus gets forced off this line, he doesn't need to fight. There's only 40 seconds left, so nade is going to be huge.
That's even better. Centaurus can't quite make it all the 4. Tabson's there just to make sure he gets his double, and we are into a buy round.
I think if we're going to look for one glimmer of hope, Liquid got 2 kills with only that $700 investment, and one of those frags was Zentaris just there who had the M4A4. They weren't able to pick it back up. Nobody was close enough other than Tabson, who already had an M4, so he didn't want to trade that one out. Going to keep the silenced. Sirius's being gifted a scout. Keto's going to purchase on in, and MP9s for the other 2. Liquid will be bringing out the AKs on the 3rd round. And they have utility to work with here, so to keep things level, Liquid will need to win this one. We're really going to get a good look at what their T side will be bringing us here against that of Big. Quite a slow approach. We've seen them do this on a few of their T sides. More than happy to take their time on Overpass T side against Furia. We just saw an Inferno against Big earlier on their T-side, happy to use pace as one of their friends. And now they're going to throw these yard smokes a little bit late, but this means that they can't be disrupted, they can't be displaced by Molotovs, by any early hijinks of Big Clan.
Oh, but still, the timing of that incendiary ain't bad. Just as the wall of smokes is there, Liege has to brave the flames if he wants to advance. Plenty of time, though. They can cross with the smoke still up, and tabseN does catch a glimpse of one on that tight line. Oh, Xantares. He's going to try and slow them down. At least the incendiary does a good... See, smoke's on top of that, actually. This is even better. That will buy him another 15 seconds on contact. Liquid out of options now.
Oh, they're going through. Molly's a bit shallow. Nade is good. Great damage here. 25 seconds left. Liquid, they're going to have a real hard time getting into this site.
And to top.
I don't think there's a gap. I don't think there's a chance. They have to go lower.
Oh, boy.
Are they saving? They're calling it off. They're saving. No joke. No joke. They're not going to have enough money to buy utility in the next round. Whatever they have now is what they've got. Naf can get a smoke. Stewie can get some flashes, but that's it. A 10-man, all surviving timeout round.
The unicorn.
I don't think, but it's a gun round. All right. Normally those go the other way, right? When the T's get a bomb site and the CTs all save. This is the T's getting lower control, but not being able to breach into the site. Liquid just completely stifled.
I've never seen a full 5-man T squad just straight up just
out round.
pull the cord. The
I
unicorn.
can't believe it.
20 seconds.
Nade.
Xantares, yeah, the nade damage from Xantares as well. That seemed to be enough to deter. And then Big are just sitting there wondering what's going on. Disbelief amongst the ranks. Oh, so not only is your in-game leader using a new mouse and struggling, now you've just...
Oh, no.
On the B side, this does reek of a potential third now. Liquid are starting to wobble. Launders picking up his vape.
Alex, go put the kettle on. I think we got another map ahead of us here. All right. Well, can Liquid do anything with these saved guns and the little bit of utility they were able to reinvest? Because Big right now, they get to keep these bonus guns, right? They get to carry these MP9s, the Scout. I thought they were going to be in trouble. The buy was much better for Liquid, and now they're just having to take Jules into yard, fast as you like. Elige onto Cirrus, and Twist smashes Keto's head off, and well, look at this. This is a change of pace.
Yeah, that's perhaps what they needed. Twist has just thrown himself into the site, and it works.
What a contrast of rounds.
You're not going to run out of time if you start holding W from spawn. Twist not going to be able to finish this round. Tabs in a position to clutch ace. He's already found 3 of the members of Team Liquid, and Stewie's working on Heaven. Grim spotted. He planted. Oh, this feels throwable. You really do just have to lock it down. Grim confirms more damage, wants to swing. And that's the end of that. Liquid, after what was a very odd state of affairs, they have come back with a round of their own.
And thank God, because I think if they went out in another flat manner in back-to-back rounds, the fizzle would have definitely been happening. Now it's Big. They're going to take a timeout. They should be able to buy, right? It's not fantastic, but they should be able to get a gun round here. Oh, I'm a bit confused at what we've just seen in the last few, but this timeout will give us a chance to catch our breath. This is thirds. This is Big's third tactical timeout. And remember, they lose this, well, they're not going to be making it to the grand finals. It'll be Liquid, the team who are outside of the top 10 by ESL's world rankings coming into this tournament, meeting none other than Astralis. This isn't 2019. It's not 2018. It's the end of 2020. And the chances for this matchup to happen have been few and far between. This is the first time we've seen this lineup of Big taking on this lineup of Liquid. I think the last time these two teams went toe-to-toe, Legia and God B were still on the Big roster.
Yeah, well, that is a throwback.
Yeah, so this is modern Counter-Strike for the first time being played between these teams. And it will just be Big going for a partial investment. So Liquid, you have a real good shot here, Alex, to make it 10-10.
Certainly do, after what was such an eyebrow-raising Liquid decision. If they can convert here neat and tidy, all is forgiven, all is level. Xantares found on Secret. They've got the Liege down there. It doesn't mean they're necessarily committing, though. They just want to be keeping the feelers spread on Yard, looking for the CT info pushes.
I do worry when I see Liquid put on the brakes. That's mainly because I haven't seen them do that an awful lot. What is that smoke?
Looked a bit skew. Great shot from Twist. He's been returning to form. Back into main. On the reload, Tabson's gone. Now with 50 seconds, Chad, I think you can start calming down.
Can hope. Yeah, I think we can hope that they should be able to convert this. They've missed a couple of smokes here, Alex, to be honest. There was one when they did the smoke walls Yard that landed top of warehouse. That one there whiffed and went top of main, so...
Oh, and he gets nutmegged on the smoke. Grim's going to be mad about that one.
Shui's low, so's Twist.
The angle that Tizian is going for here is hilarious. Oh, and the timing. He gets knocked off his perch before he can hit the shot, so it will just be 4 left standing. Lovely for Liquid.
Okay. Well, Big, you took the partial when you could have invested into at least something respectable. So now that you've saved your pennies, what have you got in store? There's just the highlights of Twist getting some action towards Yard. And this is pretty good from Liquid. I really had no expectations with Liquid coming into their European jaunt. I thought that it was going to be, a couple of months before they'd be able to get themselves up to par. Some of the mistakes and gameplay we were seeing out of them on domestic soil. But now sitting 10-10, 6 rounds away from securing themselves that grand final spot against the highlights of Twist. They might just do it, Sirison, okay. Straight in towards Squeaky Door. You see where the bomb is currently postured on X-ray towards back lobby? Yeah, there's no way you're going to be ready for that. What a push from Sirison. He gets one, he gets away, he dips down the vent. He can even reposition now and come up secret with that ult for info towards Yard. Looks like he'll be going towards ramp.
Oh, they missed the flash as well.
The timing on that was a nightmare for Liquid. At least the bombs made it with them down secret. At least they have 3 of their players here. There's still an opportunity for them to be able to get access towards the lower site. But once again, if they get slowed down by this utility, they might just put the brakes on.
Look at this way of getting info almost risk-free. I say almost because there is a boost now from Liquid and he's going to have to Scarper into the site. They swing in. Big frag from Stewie. One more required in the spring. And Torres is untouchable. 3. All 3 as Liquid descend into the site, and that's a stylish way to put the 11th on the board. Big Clan given a gift. See this again. He does not relent. Last bullet of the spray onto Stewie 2K, and a smile speaks on his face.
He's just using that crouch, right? With the spray, just backpedaling with the crouch spam, making it work. Oh, all right, Liquid. It's just back and forth for them. It feels like they pull out a miracle round, and then they're looking good. They convert against the eco. Now they're going to take their second time out here in map number 2, talk their options through. Elijah still leading the charge. Had a fantastic map number 1. If you missed it, I'd go back and watch his POV. Now he's got 20 frags. Now a good game from him as well. 18 on the other side. It will be Zantares. He's got 19. Tabson with a good performance. 14 kills for him so far. Shui only with 5 kills. We've highlighted that a few times. And then down the bottom of the board is Tizian for Big. So that's your bookends covered. This might be a faster paced play here. You can see that Grim's into that Mac 10. Maybe they want to try and get across Secret a little bit quicker here. Big have been cheeky with a couple of these plays so far. Wall smokes towards Yard being set up. Nades towards Squeaky. Standard scenes, just conditioning these CTs here, keeping them aware of potential rotations down the vent. Straight down Secret as well. And, ooh, they've gone for the L block, it looks like. That's pushing.
I like this from Naplai. He's really made things awkward for them, and it's going to be a lead. One Twist is there, the partner sets him up for success. It's a wild spray from Elige, but he does convert it, catching Tabson on the rotate back, tucking in now to Secret, Searson, and
Big
Zantara.
save.
Save.
I think that's strat, Alex. I'm not 100%. I feel like the first times we saw that getting used, especially with that pop in through that smoke, was Crystal, right? That was one of the players we saw who was just time and time again. He loved just getting himself in that, or they would have had Stiko there, and they just get that flash in, they pop into the site, and you can just see how smothering it is. Their eyes have to be glued towards that smoke, and when it's a little bit shallow like that and they can see the vent drop, they probably think they have an advantage. It actually worked against them. Molotov lands, flash is perfect, Liquid gets some nice trades onto the site, and force Sirison and Zentaras to do anything but go for it. Money now in question is neither team have really been able to put a big stretch of rounds to build a bank or have lost a big stretch of rounds to max out their loss bonus. As we consider that, this is where you look at Big's money. Those guns, integral that they just saved them. That'd be their only shot in having any look in round number 23.
Well, the hero AK worked for Zentaras before. It can work again.
I feel like as well, Sirison, when you're going up against a round where you know that an AWP's been saved, you have so many things to worry about. So if you go for a slow, defaulty round like Liquid and he rears his head, he gets one pick, he rotates around, you put the brakes on, he gets another pick, he might just be able to individually whittle you down. This is where maybe, like it might seem like a crazy risk, right, knowing that the pistols could be in the mix, but a real gear shift, like let's go for like a hard top or a top explode or something where you know that you can almost certainly negate that AWP finding any impact at a round like this. Now, look, that's one problem you have to avoid, but other problems open up when you go for those kind of plays. So I'm interested to see what Team Liquid have talked through within that timeout just there, because this is a huge round for them in potentially sealing up map number 2.
Sirison posturing towards some outside aggression. I was hoping he'd throw some caution to the wind for this one. And he is. Posted up on red. Alicia's Molotov will force him.
He's trapped now.
He has to find something, and he does catch Alicia slipping.
This is what I'm talking about. Sirison can rotate around now. There's a minute 25 on the clock. He can go and find more impact elsewhere.
You want that smoke to entice someone in, and it has worked wonderfully. A CT smoke deployed around the vents. tabseN just holds a tiny slither gap, and now what was only the saved AWP and AK has managed to put them into good stead for a conversion here of round 23. Big Clan. 2 frags already. tabseN's dropped off for the double peak. One. They can just find the other. Maybe Liquid bring into the side. Keto. He has the back turn, puts a couple in. Fine. It's from him. Twist can't last any longer either. And Big back on for the lead. It's 12-11 though. Practically inseparable. 20 frags found for Zentaras.
Would you believe it, mate? The fact that they've just upgraded Deagles and Kevlar on their players there, it wasn't an all-in shove from Big. It was close enough, and they still walk away with the round victory, and that's exactly what happened, right? So Sirison goes outside, he gets a kill, there was nobody near Alicia to trade. So immediately, Team Liquid kind of have to put the brakes on. Do we worry about a bit more aggression? We have to talk through our options. Do we want to chase down the AWPer? Do we want to try and go elsewhere? And then in doing so, trying to retool to top, which was probably the right call off the bat, they just get one-wayed by that smoke of tabseN, Cheeky Beaky. And at this point, it's just the pistols here for Liquid. So it has been a very back and forth affair, this one. It hasn't seemed like either team have really been able to set themselves apart. As we look at this partial investment here, Twist with the scout. He's going to spot that flash well and truly. Oh, wow. Whew. That is quick.
Yeah, he had the info, spotted him, and well, the rest. All too easy for tabseN and Keto. They've just shut this down. Naf's last arrival. Keto's missing his scout up. It's just a bit hectic all round.
Crunch time now. Big have even been able to build a bit of a bank, right? Having just that partial investment in the round prior, then that one we just saw, keeping all 5 alive. Keto even getting an SMG kill or 2 means that there's even more bonus cash into the bank balance. That's a nice shot, and that silenced M4 precise at range. And here it is from Liquid. They lost bonus, 2,400 in the next round, so horrible scenes here for the T-side economy going forward. Shui, only 5 kills to his name. He can find any impact, whether it's space or whether it's a genius call. That might be what Liquid need. They have to get past this ramp, AWP first, and Sirison continues to stay mobile across the map.
Stewie with some space. Searson is all too aware of the possibility.
This boost is a problem. Don't know if Liquid are going to clear this. Either way, Stewie's taking so much space here. We said he needed to have a massive call. Well, it might be a massive play.
He's behind them top side. And he does adjust into Keto. Tizian has to go lobby and now so of Liquid. This has to be the 12th. They cannot afford to let this slip. That's an advantage found. Now around Elige finding his duel independently. Searson just in pursuit of the save.
Yeah, the fact that Stewie was able to pip the gap there, they were clearly aware of it, right? He had to win that fight, and I think that's going to be a big fight for him to win for his confidence with the calling here. If he grabs this one as well, the pre-fire, he's been spamming Sirison around the corner, and the knife kill from Stewie! Take that AWP away and do it in style. Well, I guess that speaks to his mental game right here. The fact he's still going for a knife with all the chips stacked against him right now, that is a great sign, as it'll be the last tactical timeout called from Big here. 4 out of 4 used. And here's that knife again from an alternate angle. Look at this. Straight in the face, knifed in the guts, and a smile on the face of Elige right there. Big can buy. It's only Zentara's who won't be able to get himself everything he may desire, but there's still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played here. You can see just how patchy these rounds have been. 3 off the break from Big, 2 in response from Liquid, and then it's basically been back and forth throughout. The second half has been very, very close. I feel if Liquid win this, Alex, there's a real shot for them to close out the game, because the money for both teams, due to this way the rounds have played out, the back and forth nature, once again, nobody has a bank. So someone's going to be operating with Skittles come the tail end of Nuke.
Searson wants to find another opening pick early. Stewie with his knife out, looks like a prime target. Naf's already gone, the vent's not broken. Searson sees to it. Grim, this molly would potentially catch Keto.
Well, they just did.
No, standing his ground, no molly to stop him. Twist his bullets will. But Searson's on top of the bomb. His scoping will have been heard. And that's a free crack for Grim. Okay. Taps him from main.
Oh!
He wins.
1v1.
Full health on Zentara's though. Grim. So much work to do. It's so clean. Grim resuscitates Liquid and puts them in great stead to take this. You talked about the finances, Chad. A clutch like that from Grim. 3 kills in quick succession. Look what it's done to Big Clan. They're back to Pebbles.
Oh boy, and here's the thing, right? Grim isn't even a talking point for us. He's just come over to European soil as this kid dominating in North America.
XP on this. He gets the info. He's just got to have some serious conviction on that headshot.
He doesn't look like a fish out of water whatsoever, Alex. This is the thing. He's been one of their highest rated players ever since they've been in Europe. And now look at the money for Big. It's just down to these pistols. 2 P250s. The rest are on USPs. This needs to be a Liquid round. They can't be dropping something like this. And Big, with the way that they've dropped that round, with the Sirison opening, they're going to have to be asking, how much more do we have to do?
True.
It's tense out there.
See Searson caught out like that. He straight up just did not anticipate Grim's lobby wrap around. He was committed to the alternate angle. Nade damage onto Tizian on his hut push. Elige is down secret. Got a lot more they bargained for in ramp room. The max death from now Gets an extra $600, but it's the round they're looking for, and they are just 1 frag away from converting it.
This is still feels super dicey for both teams, really.
Intrigued to know if we get any more of that CT aggression. It's worked every time Searson's tried, you know, in terms of finding
an AWP though, Alex.
Oh, you're right.
He doesn't have money for the AWP. The only player that could drop it, I think it would have been Keto, right? But that means Keto would be operating with no armor, no utility, and just a dropped gun from Searson. So I think at this point, bigger out of timeouts as well. They can't even have a discussion about this. Wait, Tizian's bought him with a deagle. Tabson went on the M4. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh dear, it's Mag 7s. It's everything they could afford. Some people have gone all in. Tabson's M4.
Oh no!
Everyone else, it's a half buy.
They can still make this work. They can still pull this out, but it's just showing you right now that there's chaos in the big camp.
Stood in the comms. A semi-final exit on the cards if they can't post something here. And Stewie 2K's got the first.
He's going in.
To go in. 2. Stewie strikes twice. And 15 looms. Team Liquid on for a 2-0 here, at least to secure the match point. Big Clan with a conservative buy. They had the hero M4 on tap, so they'll likely just want to preserve that for the final go of things into round 29 and 30.
This feels hopeless for Big now. Abson definitely has to live. There's no doubt about that. If you're Liquid at this point, you may as well send out the troops. Go for the hunt. See what you can take away. Stewie's been boosted up. Now he wants more. He already has the 2 kills in this round. He might get Zentaras here. That's some good armor to take away. Ooh, okay. Zentaras eventually falls and taps, and he's in a very safe position. So he'll hold on to this M4. Everybody else from Big kept themselves over that 2K mark. So they will be able to get the buy going, but it just feels like whatever went into that round was so chaotic as far as the comms are regarded. And here it is, round number 29. These are the entries from Stewie to get them here. And he's been having a hard time of it, right? We've really highlighted this mouse issue and just the mental wear and tear that might take on some people. But he's been able to find contributions where it's mattered. A big heaven flank a couple of rounds ago. The 2 kills out Hut there, but let's get this one underway. Could be the final round here for Big.
Let's find out. Little nade damage. Look at Nav's hold. That's intense. If you've gone up the ladder, if you pushed lobby, you are going to be putting your fist through your monitor. You died to an angle like that. Still, Elige down secret and deploying util. That's looking to force a rotate. Tabson, will he call for aid? One
lots of space.
Good shot. Stewie's gone. Big Clan given a gift. Searson's found the in-game leader.
All the trades.
Now Liquid have the lower sight. It's a 3v3. Searson wants ramp. Keto wants a frag. Twist is going to give it to him. That's the bomb. Traded again. They're consistent. Elige, the molly, will force the fight, and Searson just takes it. Walks through the flames, takes the fight. Now Naf. Oh, there's one above him. Tizian has the top sight, and Searson has ramp. Bomb on his back. It's not out of the question that Naf Light can win this. Oh, but Searson's AWP. It's a threatening contender. Tizian descends on the sound cue.
Oh, he's gotten back in.
No! Oh! Searson takes the peak! His timing, his perception, perfect. 3 kills in the round, and Big Clan's hero AWP makes a hero play.
Yeah, 3 kills for him again. When this guy's finding impact, Bigger finding rounds. Might be a late resurgence from Searson here. He's a little bit off the pace as far as Zentaras, Tabson, and Keto are regarded in terms of the kills here, but oh, he's really just kept them in with some big impact in this one. You can just see slowing down the ascent to lower. That kill, you were right, that Molotov was so deep in the middle, right, that it was kind of guarding both sides. Okay, round 30, of course we go the distance here, and Liquid are going to use their final timeout. They're going to allow themselves to have this moment just to talk things through. Big need this round to take us to overtime. Otherwise, they're out of the tournament. Liquid just one round away from securing this grand final. Big have bested Vitality and Astralis to get through to the playoffs. They are two of the hugest scalps, and now Liquid are pushing them.
Okay. Wow, we do see a full 30 on Big Clan's pick. Searson's back on his signature weapon. 5 AKs for Liquid. Full util. Everything they could desire. All the bells and whistles. One round for a grand final. Astralis are waiting for an opponent. Liquid Astralis is an affair we've seen many times in the history of Counter-Strike. But certainly not this year.
Well, they faked it. They're straight to ramp. They faked the top play.
Zentara's readies. Oh, Stewie, that's the opener. They only need one more. Searson, however, takes Grim. And now, as they descend, he falls back into the site. Tamsin on Decon. He will be smoked off, trying to suppress. Liquid looking to impress. Bomb going down. Elige courtesy of him. Tizian's already in the lower site. Stewie and Twist establishing a crossfire on the doors for contact. Searson working ramp, but Naf's position looks set for success. He does catch Searson. Bakito's in the lower. 3 of them pushing in now. Oh, Twist. He's looking a little second guessing himself. Naf has a smoke. He'd rather find a frag. Another for Twist. They only need one more, and Liquid have done it. Oh boy, throw away your vape launders. Liquid are 2-0. An IEM Global Challenge has a grand final. North America on the map. It's supposed to be the demonstration of the world's best, and North America's best are back. A grand final affair. Liquid Astralis penciled in for the end of our 2020 calendar.
Picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this fire. Shine a light on me when my heart goes dark.
Come on. Millions of gamers rage quit every day. Mountain Dew Game Fuel's got you covered. Game Fuel is specially crafted with ingredients shown to improve accuracy and alertness. Another one saved by Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
Oh, Big Clan's dream run cut short by Liquid, and they finish it in style. Stewie 2K, some entry frags. Elige continues to close in on 30, but Liquid will be meeting Astralis in the Global Challenge Finals. How does that land on your eardrums? Look at the passion out of that camp there from playing from the Netherlands. They're in Utrecht. And they did absolutely earn that one. Elige, absolutely. And on the other side of the coin, of course, Big Clan. It's a hard-fought story, Chad. It ends in the semi-finals.
Yeah, look, I think Big here after getting themselves through the playoff bracket against Vitality and Astralis, right, to get themselves here. I think a lot of people thought they'd be storming their way through to the grand final, knowing that they were going up against the Liquid. But I've been very impressed today by the type of Counter-Strike they've played.
Yanko, what about you, man?
Absolutely. I have to give props to whoever made that last call for Liquid. They faked the A expo that worked for them a couple of times. You could see that Big already had 3 players tagged there. So they must have had, water coming from their mouth, like, oh, they're actually coming to our stack. But no, Stewie got a great entry on Zantares, and they managed to grind it out. This was a nuke where Big won both pistols too. So definitely not an easy game for Liquid to win in regulation. And yeah, it was weird, I think, for Big, something that stands out for them. They're a team that really wants to have everything in gun rounds, right? So we saw a couple of situations where they went for some half buys, ecos on that CT side, where they could have probably broken Liquid if they went all in and if they managed to win that round. So, probably looking back, something that they're definitely going to reevaluate, so to speak.
No, absolutely. And we'll be back to reevaluate with Yanko in a moment, but it's time for our winner's interview. So we'll remove him from our spaceship and beam down a victorious Stuart 2000. It's been a while since we had Mr. Jake on the mic, and excited to be bringing him in after a big victory, pun absolutely intended. Stewie, can you hear me? Testing. Okay, maybe not. Doesn't look too positive as he pieces out for now. I think we'll be adjusting their audio and hoping we'll be able to get him in.
Well, Jason's there. He should know how this works, right? He's been on a broadcast once or twice.
You have to stop this. You can't just be like, I'm out for the interview and then something doesn't work and now you're back in. I'm not going to be here every time something goes wrong, right? Like, I don't want to, you don't have me available at all times. Yeah,
you're doing the Nevera experiment.
Yeah, listen, you have to feel really bad for Big because they actually played great Counter-Strike this tournament, even in this match, but they come up against Vintage Elige, right, on map number 1, where he just kind of single-handedly wins that CT side in the end for Team Liquid. And then on the second map, just like so many close rounds, so many nerve-wracking rounds as well. And yeah, just unfortunate for them in the end.
It is unfortunate, even more unfortunate, Yanko, that we're going to try again.
Don't do this again, Alex.
You throw your twins out of the car. Yeah, that's right. Through the powers of technology, we're going to purge Yanko from our spaceship one more time. We're going to try anyway and bring in Stewie. Hopefully, we can hear a couple of winners' words. Fingers crossed.
Can you guys hear me this time?
Yes,
Yay!
bro.
Hey, there we go. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, our first question out of the gate. On a scale of 1 to 10, how salty were you when the mouse stops working? And you're plugging in not even the same one you're used to using?
Honestly, I was pretty on edge, like both maps, just because I felt like I had a lot of easy kills. Like in my communication, sometimes on executes, I'll be running out and I'll say, there's one site, he's dead, but I thought I would kill him, but I ended up not killing him. And then I just wanted my team to bait me the whole time. Like the last round, we called a timeout and we called, it's probably better to fake upper because we had a lot of success there. And I just wanted to go out ramp first and just die. And I was kind of surprised I even one-shot Zantares there.
We actually had a question for that one right there. Yanko wanted to know if Jason did his job, Stewie, and told you that Zantares tends to play that position. So was it you going out pre-firing that angle, or was it you just going out and hitting an absolute banger?
I think I used to play ramps, so that's one of the most common angles there. It's probably the most comfortable just because it's a headshot angle and you can play off timing there as well. I think everybody plays there, honestly, as a ramp player. There's not many spots you can play, but I think that's just a hard clear for us.
Okay. Now, you did start to get a bit of confidence around you towards the tail end of that game, right? You had that ladder flank where you killed the player on top side. You went out hut with 2 big entries. Did you finally get your head around the whole mouse situation, or was this just you just playing off intuition and finding some impact?
I was just trying to do my best. I think my teammates were doing we were doing a pretty good job this whole tournament, and John's showing up, everybody's showing up, so it's kind of unfair that I can't stick in it, but I did continue to push myself and just not get tilted by it, and my teammates were picking me up, and John was helping a lot. You know, everybody did their part. I just hope I can get a mouse for tomorrow, honestly. I don't want to play the finals with a different mouse.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's where I wanted to take this as well. Like, I want to know about your time in Europe. Have you played Astralis any time, like any practice games, or is this genuinely going to be like the first time in over half a year, maybe even a whole year you've played the boys?
We haven't played Astralis in practice too much, honestly. We haven't played any of the top teams too much. The most we scrimmed was probably against Vitality, the better teams. But other than that, we haven't been really playing Astralis or Navi or any of the teams you guys would think of at the top of your head.
Okay, interesting.
think,
So we
Stu-
just got the DreamHack Masters result, and then we've got this IEM Global Challenge Finals.
Going into this grand final, Stu, it being a best of 5 against Astralis, something we've seen you guys play a lot historically, right? Obviously not in recent history. Does that go in and fill you with nerves because of how those finals have gone, or does it fill you with confidence because now it kind of feels like you're just out here to give it your best shot while you're still in Europe?
I don't think we have any nerves. I think with the online era, there's really no best team in the world right now. There's no consistent number one, like anyone can beat anyone. And honestly, I think we played Astralis once in the best of 3 already, and we feel like we're not playing the Astralis that we're usually playing on LAN, on the big stage, and we feel like we really have a chance against them.
Damn, not the same Astralis as the one you've played on the stage. That's the statement for the headlines tomorrow. Thank you very much, Stewie. And congratulations on the win. I'm looking forward to you. Just go find a mouse. Go now. Go search one. I'll let you go and knock on doors. And congratulations. Good luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it. See you guys.
See you, mate. Level-headed Stuart 2000 there. He is definitely keeping himself calm after what was, I imagine, a day full of stress and frustration.
Yeah, he acknowledged the mouse issue, right? And that's the thing. I thought maybe I was overdoing it a little bit there throughout the cast, but if it was me and I was in that position and I was using a mouse that I had never used before, in a massive game like this to get into a grand final, of course it's going to throw you off kilter.
Yeah, dude, I'd be super mad. And Yanko, of course, has his like bloody ruler out and gets everything lined up to the millimeter when he's getting ready for a fragging session. So I'm sure you wouldn't have handled that, Yanko. You wouldn't have been having any of that.
Don't spread lies out there, Alex. I'm actually pretty easy to set up. You know, I just need a mouse, a keyboard, mouse pad, and I think that the way I set up also reflects the way I play too, which is not very good. But yeah, enough about all that. I think, you know, moving in a little bit about what Stewie also said about the Astralis and online and the grand final and all of that. I think it's safe to say no team is the same online as they are on LAN, but that applies to Liquid as well. And still in this game, you know, I saw some things, whether it's a lack of discipline in some rounds that are already won, then you're losing players unnecessarily, whether it's, you know, things like just some clutches where you have the advantage, not closing them out and so forth. Against a team like Astralis, you're going to be heavily punished for that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you are going to be punished for that because we have to once again
you, Alex.
change is Toby. We are actually taking a look at the other side.
Don't you?
I mean, this is a lovely. My job is to say thank you, Yanko, and goodbye, Yanko. It's a dream. It's a dream come true. Toby, however, is joining us, and we're going to be speaking to, of course, coach of Big Clan after a tough semi-final exit. Toby, I'm sure that wasn't obviously the result you were pursuing. A different Liquid converting, especially on Inferno. But I want to start by asking: was this the veto, the battlegrounds you were expecting? Did anything catch you off guard?
Yeah, it was what. I mean, there were some options that we expected. We expected 2 or 3 different options, but we were prepared for every option. And yeah, so we were prepared for that. And that's why it's a bit sad that we didn't close it out in the end.
Yeah, now look, mate, obviously coming up against this Liquid roster, they've only been in Europe for a small amount of time. And I think if you were to watch their demos in North America and watch their demos in Europe, it's kind of a different team. Did that make it difficult to prepare for them?
I have to say, like in the game, we often knew exactly what's going on. We were just, I think it was a mixture of pressure and something like, it was not like they didn't surprise us or something. I at least recognized many rounds that I saw, and we also, like in game, we recognized them. but we were not able somehow to do the right things in the round sometimes. Yeah, sometimes as well. Of course, I cannot say like in many rounds we had a good decision making, but in the end, we just made some small mistakes in the rounds. Yeah. That's
Okay.
it. But I did really surprised. Like after the rounds, we knew it in the round. Yeah, it's that and that. Yeah, remember they play exactly like we saw it. This one was more like this game. Yeah, we knew many rounds of them, but sometimes like if you have some certain rounds, even if you know them, they can just catch you off guard. Like they can just catch you in the wrong timing, and then afterwards you recognize, oh fuck, that was this round. For example, where we killed Elish outside. Yeah, we knew exactly what round it was, for example, and after the round, but that didn't help us. Yeah, so sometimes it's like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And now you guys obviously took down Vitality and Astralis within that group stage, two massive scalps, and coming into this final tournament of the year, it's been a very long one, right? Was it difficult to get the boys motivated, or was the goal very clear and everybody was pumped up to end the year on a high?
I think before the tournament, like when it was clear that we did not qualify, we were a bit down, but after we got the slot from Chaos, we were really hyped, I would say. Yeah, we just also put everything into this tournament, what we had left. Of course, in the end of the year, it's for every team, like for every team that competed in all those tournaments. It's a really tough year, and we just mobilized all the energy that we just had left. But we had a really nice energy, also really nice. Even if we lost them, like the first map and stuff, we're still hyped, still motivated, and we brought everything to the table what we have. Yeah, so we didn't give up, and that's what makes me like happy in the end still. And yeah, of course, it's always not so nice to lose.
No, but you can't have the satisfaction of victory without the pain of defeat. And I'm afraid today you're given that side of the coin. Thank you, Toby, for taking the time to give us an interview. It's not always that much fun, especially in the face of defeat, but a semi-final exit and a good way for Big Clan to round out their year.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, goodbye, guys.
Thank you, mate. That's Toby, coach of Big Clan. We're wrapping up the day here for the Game Fuel post-match and for the IEM Global Challenge. Myself, Chad, and of course, Janko Paunovic.
Do we get him back?
Yeah. I mean, of course. He doesn't
believe we get him back.
Just a second, I'm checking something here. You know, I'm not always available when you want me to be available. I have my own time here. You know, yeah, but yeah, it's just you feel really, it's really rough for Big. Had a close game, played well, all things considered, but it must be hard to give that interview. You know, I didn't have to do any of those, fortunately, even though there was a lot of losing going on. So yeah, must be rough.
No, they're not for anyone. And I've done the losers interviews at TI where it's just like, hey, you've just had your entire year.
Reaper, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, you've worked really hard for this $1 million tournament. You're out. How do you feel? I'll give you two guesses. I'll give you two guesses. Let's do results, though. Let's have a little look at some of the results of the day. Now, we did only have 2 games today. Of course, semi-finals makes sense. Na'Vi did fall to Astralis, but a very, very good game. If you're interested in watching some good Counter-Strike, I implore you to check out that VOD. And if you just joined us, you missed Liquid, besting Big Clan in a full 2-0. So the hype starts now, and I throw to our analysts to tell you why you should tune in for a best of 5 between Liquid and Astralis.
You did this one, Janko.
Yeah, I think it just feels so weird the way 2020 has been that we end the year with the best of 5 between Liquid and Astralis. Obviously, for newer viewers, this was the go-to matchup in probably 2019 and 2018 as well. So I think it's going to be interesting. Again, we come back to what we talked about. Teams have a sort of their own meta when they play each other, and these two teams obviously know each other really, really well. I'm sure it's going to be baptism by fire for our friend Jason Moses O'Toole, but I'm just hoping that Liquid can put up a good fight because Astralis is the favorite for me.
Yeah, absolutely. A very hot Astralis coming into this final against Liquid. Will they continue to put up a fight tomorrow in the best of 5? You'll have to join us tomorrow to find out. That's all for today. The IEM Global Challenge. See you tomorrow for the finals as we have one big bonanza of Counter-Strike left for the year.
They're looking at us, an audience. Keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when
Yeah, they done told me to be myself. So when I went and found myself, the ones who told me back then, be true to who I am, ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we getting high tides. I'm getting my prize, only thing my eyes is locked in on. Have a milli mine. I want it right now, don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring more to my eyes. Cause the whole gang winning, I done gave my life. Odds low, but we did it, dang we. And we always moving, never on the same thing. Now our lives are highlight reel. We like the thrill, this life's ideal. The hype is real.
We know it, it's just the way we live. We own it, cause that we love the thrill. We know it, it's just the way we live. We're grown up kids.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Sue Lee. My handle is Smix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really, really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
If you want to know what you're good at and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
Everything's breaking, our souls will awaken, our spirits never die.
Millions of gamers rage quit every day. Mountain Dew Game Fuel's got you covered. Game Fuel is specially crafted with ingredients shown to improve accuracy and alertness. Another one saved by Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
stars is all I imagine, and falling from you is just magic. Is it too much to ask to make us authentic? Before you go, you have to know that we were only after all, so you could tell your friends when you see them at the weekend. I can pretend that we wouldn't speak then. It's morning over me, a good evening for you, 'cause I'm heaving for you. It's morning over me, a good evening, 'cause I'm heaving. It's morning over me, a good evening for you, 'cause I'm heaving for you. It's morning over me, a good evening, 'cause I'm heaving. Opening scars to know that we have them. Well, how many times I told you I have them? Still falling from you was just magic. I loved it, yeah. And a phone call from you would be goddamn fantastic. Before you go, you have to know that we were only after all, so you could tell your friends when you see them at the weekend. I can pretend that we wouldn't speak then. It's morning over me, a good evening for you, 'cause I'm heaving for you. It's morning over me, a good evening, 'cause I'm heaving. It's morning over me, a good evening for you, 'cause I'm heaving for you. It's morning over me, a good evening, 'cause I'm heaving. I can pretend that we wouldn't speak then.
Rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life.
Come on. Millions of gamers rage quit every day. Mountain Dew Game Fuel's got you covered. Game Fuel is specially crafted with ingredients shown to improve accuracy and alertness. Another one saved by Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
Gonna let it burn. Found me in the darkness. Now they see me shining.